Hello everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center. It's going to be a rough little period here with showers, thunderstorms, severe weather, damaging winds. If you read the subject there, what I typed out, I think all of it is a possibility out there for us today. That's where we are with this. And as I'm doing this, I'm trying to find the feed, and I'm going to reshare this so we can get this, so I can share it on my page too. But let me tell you all, this looks like a rough experience over the next little bit, because what we could see is all of those elements. Every severe weather particle that comes into play is possible. What we have out there right now is not severe. We do not have any warnings. We do not have anything flashing major damage or anything like that. But any one of these at any time could get to the next level. That's the thing. We've got a pretty warm air mass already out ahead of it, a little instability going. That helps feed it. I'm going to broaden the view so you can see how big this line of thunderstorms is. Now, early this morning, when I started watching this, deep into Missouri, producing tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, all of that out there. And it still has some intense areas. But again, there are no warnings popping. But at any time, I think we could get an isolated warning. That's the thing about going into the afternoon and evening hours. We could see some of that. So right now in Shelbyville, it is loud, thunder, heavy rain. And then for you folks there in Frankfort, it's about to get that way as well. And it's traveling along the Bluegrass Parkway. So that's the leading edge of this. Notice how we're having it now try to go into two different directions. And this is what I've been expecting most of the day. It's a little later. That's what's interesting. It's happening a little later than I anticipated. But this northern section is going to continue right along. And then these storms out ahead of it are going to continue right along. And this is kind of breaking away and going toward the south, which, again, was all expected in the forecast just a little bit later. So let's move forward here in the afternoon and evening hours. We keep that scattered risk going, and at any time, some of those are going to be severe, okay? That's the concern. Then tonight comes along. You get this next band of thunderstorms. This is 11:15. This is 2 a.m. Look at that, all firing up much stronger out there at that time. And that could lead to damaging winds, large hail, tornadic activity, all of this. And it's unfortunate that it happens at night. Now, beyond this, we get into Wednesday. And another day where we go through a calm period, and then we heat up the atmosphere, and we can start seeing some of these showers and thunderstorms go. They will, into the evening hours. Here comes your next push. And notice it's kind of focused a little bit more to the south this go around. Well, it's going to feed through that direction. We're still going to get hit here in Lexington. We're going to get hit across Kentucky with severe weather elements. But maybe the most severe part of this is going to be south of Lexington with that run. After this all settles down, we're quiet. We're quiet and even a whole lot cooler by the end of this. What we have out there is an enhanced risk for severe weather today. Not only an enhanced risk, but we also have a highlighted spot for maybe tornadic activity to show up as well in that same zone. So it's up a little bit more than I like. It's up more than I like to put on this forecast graphic. Wind, hail, everything elevated, at least into what we consider a decent shot of a category. Here's your increased risk for tornadic activity, all highlighted in yellow. Well, that's one thing. But when you see those hatch marks, okay, or the black lines, that tells us, from the Storm Prediction Center's perspective, what they're thinking is EF2 to EF5 has a really good chance of existing in that environment. The other thing about highlighting that zone of yellow that you have here, the odds of seeing a tornado from one point within 25 miles in any direction, I mean, literally around you, that's what that says. There's a shot that you could see one within any single 25-mile point. So from you to 25 miles away, if that's from here to Richmond, or if that's from here to Winchester, or wherever you live, you get what I'm saying. That's what that suggests. And this just ramps it up, saying, with those black marks, saying, okay, there might even be some bigger, more intense, longer tracked tornadoes. That's for today's risk. Tomorrow, there's another enhanced risk, and I've got a tornado map, but my graphics are just overloaded right now. I didn't even have any room to build the next one, but there's also a yellow hatched area down to our south that cuts through parts of Laurel County, Pulaski County, Whitley County, that is the designated zone for the best formation zone for tornadic activity and tornadoes at that level, the next level, the EF2s to EF5s. So this is a bit of a rough go out there as far as that's concerned. Now I want to show you this because when we talk so much about severe weather, we want to see something better come our way. As we get into Mother's Day weekend, I don't know if this is better or not for you, because a lot of you probably want the warmth to stick around, but we're going mid-60s for highs there for a little bit and 40s at night, so quite the change. So we're loaded up with severe weather here these next couple of days, all right, today, tomorrow. So the timing on all this, we get into some afternoon scattered stuff, which is approaching because this is 11:40 right now. You just got to get past 12 to be considered afternoon, and that's where we're going with it. And then into the nighttime hours tonight. That is going to be the primary time for today and into the early morning hours. Tomorrow into the evening, it should start firing anywhere from about 2 to 5 o'clock. Then we see those rounds go through as well. And they could produce some pretty tough stuff as well. We're going to be here. We're going to be here keeping you up to date on WKYT, WKYT.com, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. We will send video out that you can see live coverage. So if the need comes, and I'm afraid the need will come. Appreciate y'all. Get your plan in place right now. If you've got a house that you go to that's got a basement or something like that and you don't have one, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's an uncle, your mother, your father, whatever, maybe try to get there for later on this evening. Just try to watch this weather. And the same thing with tomorrow. Get a plan in place and be ready for it. All right. We will be back on television for WKYT News at noon in about 19 minutes. Join us then for the very latest. We'll see you.